Good evening and welcome back to Adventure Planet, where my trip to Phantasialand here continues with a night stay tonight at the Hotel Charles Lindbergh. I thought I'd just do a little bit of a vlog today just to kind of take you through the process of what's what, essentially, if you're thinking of actually coming down to Germany to visit Phantasialand and stay at the Charles Lindbergh Hotel. I'll take you through what the cabins are like, what the check-in process is like, the various views around the park, how you get into the park, and just what basically you're given as part of your package here. So let's head on in, start the journey of the Charles Lindbergh Hotel here in Phantasialand. And here we are at the front of the hotel then, and yeah, it does look absolutely awesome, this facade. Real rustic effect, very steampunk vibe, keeping with the theme, of course, of Rookburgh itself. And this is the main entrance into the hotel just here. If you're already checked in and you've got your key pass, you can just use that to unlock these doors here and then open them manually to actually get into the hotel itself. Now, in terms of parking, it's a little bit fiddly in the way that it's not actually signposted very well. The parking is actually directly opposite the hotel. It's just off to the right here. However, like I say, it wasn't signposted very well this morning. It's actually called the Berlin car park. However, if you follow the flow of traffic, you may actually end up going through the tunnel, which actually takes you to the main car park itself. That's not where you want to go. You want to go past the tunnel and keep coming towards this way. It will likely be coned off. However, there should be a guy manning the car park here who will happily let you in as long as you show that you have a reservation for the hotel itself. Once you're parked up, if you want to enjoy the day, obviously firsthand, you get here early. You obviously can't actually get access to your cabin until 3:30, but the hotel staff here will more than happily take your luggage or baggage, whatever it is that you might have, and hold it for you if you want to go out and enjoy a day at the park first. You can then come back once the park is closed at 6 o'clock to get your luggage and get access to your cabin. So let's head on in. And just to the left of the main doors then is this little scanner that you use with your key. Just tap it on there, you hear the door unlock, and then you're free to enter the hotel. And here is where the experience really begins. Look at the theming here, all the cases, the lighting. It really is like stepping into another world. If you want to head into the park, you take a right down here and head down this way. If you do want to actually check in though, you head to your left and through those glass doors just at the back there. And it sounds like F.L.Y is still going. So yeah, this will take you to gate A. You follow this pathway down and eventually you'll get to a set of gates which you go through that actually brings you right into Rookburgh itself. If you want to come back into the hotel, it will be manned by security. You will need to show them your ticket to actually get back up into this way. But yeah, absolutely love all these cases. The immersion is great, and it starts as soon as you come through that front door and then into the check-in area. And again, the theming continues in here. Obviously, you've got your two check-in pods here. And like I say, they are happy enough to take your luggage if you want to enjoy a day out in the park and actually go back to your cabin a little bit later, because you can't actually access your cabin till 3:30. But again, great theming in here. All the red seats, the candles, again, the audio in here as well. Ah, it's great. And then views of F.L.Y all throughout this hotel. Some of the furniture here, all your papers. Pictures on the walls. Like I say, very aeronautical theme. Kind of a celebration, if you like, of Charles Lindbergh himself. Fantastic. And in the stairwell of the hotel then, at each floor, you'll get these doors just telling you what letter the cabins are and their numbers. So it's nice and easy to find your assigned cabin. You've got the stairs that go all the way up, but you've also got elevator access here as well in case of any mobility issues. And then of course what's located on each of the floors is always nicely signposted on each floor. So obviously the check-in and the Rookburgh and bar 1919 is right down the bottom, and that's where you go for your 3-course meal, or if you want any craft beers, play some billiards, play some darts, that's all located down there as well. And here is the pièce de résistance of your stay at Charles Lindbergh's hotel here in Phantasialand. It's getting pretty dark now. F.L.Y is still going behind me here, but here we go. Tap the key on there, and then your special room awaits. Get some light on in here, and there we are. Nice and warm, nice and cozy. And look at the theming in here. It is just absolutely spectacular. This is your little aeronautical cabin. You come in here, it looks practically as it does right now. I've really not changed very much, just dropped my case in here, my shoulder bag and a few things here. But yeah, look at this. You got your goggles here. What's that, a scarf? A little scarf there. You've got heating, an air conditioning unit just here. These real kind of old-fashioned clocks. I love the little light switch as well. The little turning switch there is great. And yeah, it's basically 2 single beds. Apparently it's very rare that people come down here and actually stay on their own, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm used to a single bed. That's what I had back at the Hotel Schiff. So same again here, but yeah, look at this. You got your papers in here. Love the sound coming from the TV. It's just kind of that wind, that audio that just kind of makes it feel even more authentic here. You got your lighting. You got your little privacy shutter here on the door. Look at that. It's just great. The little details are just absolutely outstanding. You've got plug sockets on either side of your bed here. You've got some extra towels in here as well, just in case you need them. Keep closed in case of heavy weather. It's just great. Absolutely fantastic. You've got your coat hangers here as well. And then in here is your toilet. The bathroom. And again, the style here with the sink. Absolutely love it. Got some towels, you've got a hairdryer, some glasses there for a drink or anything, some extra loo roll. You've got your shower here as well, nice big shower. You've also got the kind of little handheld one there as well, if you want to use that instead. Hair and body gel in there as well. Not much of a view out of the window here. That's just where we were over the road just a moment ago. So yeah, not the best view from in here, but I think this window is mainly just to kind of open up, to kind of air it out a little bit if you're having a shower. I gotta say, it is nice and warm in here as well, really quite cozy. There's the toilet there. You've got more of these switch style lights. Hello, it's gonna make it go all flickery. GoPro doesn't like the fluorescent lighting. Yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. You got your little fire and smoke alarm here with your sprinklers for safety. Evacuation routes written on the wall there. And in terms of the TV, there's actually not too much on here at all, really. You've got a couple of purely Phantasialand channels here, which are just kind of advertising the park. Like I say, you've got that audio as you come into the park as well. And then you've got a couple of channels here that are just not familiar to someone who lives in the UK, but yeah, I've not actually managed to find an English-speaking channel, but yeah, if you just want to flick through and just have something on in the background, that's the kind of channels you can expect to get in here. But yeah, the quality's fine. There's no issue with reception or anything like that. There's good Wi-Fi in here, free Wi-Fi. So yeah, from that point of view, it's absolutely fantastic. I just kind of like having the first channel on there, which is basically Fantasia 01, which is the noise of that wind. And that advertisement as you come in, absolutely great. I really love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. The theming is just absolutely outstanding, and I'm looking forward to having a good sleep in here tonight with the sounds of F.L.Y right outside the door. Now when you actually check in then, you're given this kind of little welcome pack, which includes your key here obviously. You've got a little welcome letter from Charles Lindbergh himself here on the front. And on the inside you've got this logbook, which basically takes you through everything that you might want to know for Wi-Fi, what to do for dinner, where things are located. You've also got some spare pages there just to kind of doodle. Lots of information there just pertaining to obviously Rookburgh itself, the hotel, and rules and regulations. And then on this side you've got some postcards. If you just want to send them off, they do actually provide stamps and a postal service downstairs at the check-in area. So yeah, you've got some postcards if you want to send them off to any friends or family. And then as part of your key itself then, you get the key that lets you in your room obviously, and in that main section of the hotel, the main entrance. But then this also opens up into a map, which I'm not going to be able to do one-handed, which basically just shows you where you are and where everything else is in this hotel. So you've got all the cabins listed here. That's the Aeronautical restaurant and the bar. You actually go down to floor -2 in the elevator, which takes you down to the bar here. This is where you can find your billiards and your darts and all your beers and your alcoholic drinks and cocktails if you want to get some of those. And you go through this bar and that takes you right into the restaurant itself, which is where you will get your 3-course dinner, which is included in the cost of this stay. Now, this cost me €333, and for that, you get this absolutely awesome cabin, of course, which I've just shown you. You get a 3-course dinner and you get breakfast, and you also get a 2-day park ticket. And I think for €333, that is pretty solid value for money. From what I've seen so far, you know, the check-in process has been super easy. The friendly staff, the theming around here, the comfort of this aeronautical cabin, the 2-day park ticket, and we'll take a look at the food later on. I've got my 3-course dinner in 20 minutes, so we'll take a look at that as well as breakfast in the morning. I think for €333, yeah, like I say, that is solid value for money in my opinion. And of course, let's not forget that if all that wasn't good enough, you also get 2 of these Charles Lindbergh tickets. These basically give you free fast pass access to F.L.Y. So yeah, like I say, you get 2 of these, so you can beat the queue twice, and again, all included in the cost. And in the elevator now then, just to head down for my dinner. And as you can see, level -2, restaurant Rookburgh and bar 1919. I gotta say, I don't think my German's getting any better. But yeah, let's go down and see what this 3-course meal is all about. And here we are in bar 1919 then, just as immersive as the rest of the hotel. Love all the gears and cogs on the ceiling there. And this is where you'll get all your craft beers and your cocktails, ranging from anything from €10 right the way through to €25 for Joe's Pink Zeppelin. More views of F.L.Y right through there. Lovely little tables here with the candlelight, and again all the theming on the walls. And like I say, all the pipe work, all the steampunk theming here. You've got your billiards and pool table and your dartboard just behind that. And if you want to get into the Rookburgh restaurant, that is just to your right here. And that's where we'll be heading next for our 3-course meal. Love it in here though. Real cozy atmosphere, great audio, nice lighting, and really helpful and friendly staff. And I've just taken my table, number 3, in the Rookburgh restaurant then. And yeah, the theming continues in here as well. Again, all the pipework across the top here, huge clock in the back, and these great little water pipes just behind me here. It all looks great in here. Again, great audio, great lighting, and more theming. It just continues that immersion found throughout this hotel. Absolutely fantastic. So for the starter then, I've gone for the tartare, and I gotta say, this looks absolutely divine. A little bit of salt sprayed on the top there. And yeah, this little dip in here as well. Looks really nice, time to tuck in. And for the second course then, I've gone for the Rookburgh. This is the captain's version. Yeah, look at that, there's a fried egg in there, cheese. Looks absolutely divine. Got chips in there as well, a little dip. I've also gone for a peach iced tea as well, but of course you can get your craft beers and cocktails in here as well, if that floats your boat. Time for me to tuck in. And for the third and final course then, I've gone for the apple pudding, which is a nice kind of bread pudding with ice cream on the top, and you get a little bottle of cream. Time to finish up this pretty awesome 3-course meal here at the Charles Lindbergh Hotel. And so here I am back in my little aeronautical cabin then after that absolutely glorious 3-course meal. It really was fantastic. A couple of things. It wasn't made clear at the start how to actually order, if that makes sense. You have to wait outside, you get escorted in by someone, you're sat at your table, and there's a menu in front of you in very similar to one of those actually. It's in the style of like a newspaper, and it's all in German. Apologies for the flickering, I'm right in front of the TV here. But it's all in German. I was sat there for a while thinking that someone was going to come over and give me a menu or something, which didn't happen. The menu was actually this newspaper, which I wasn't aware of. When the guy eventually came over and asked what I wanted, I was kind of like, well, I haven't seen a menu yet. He showed me the paper, realized that I only spoke English, and basically the guy that escorted me in initially should have given me a little card that had a little QR code to scan, which provided the menu in English. So, you know, that was a little bit of a kind of communication breakdown, I guess, perhaps. So that was a little bit of a shame, but, you know, easily rectified. Then ordered my food. And yeah, absolutely fantastic food. Really, really was good. The Da Vinci's tartare was what I had for my first course. It was kind of like onions and kind of egg yolk in there, cucumber cubes. The little dip actually on the right in that little cup. You know, didn't have any idea what it actually was. I like to try things, you know, I like to get a good sample of things. So yeah, I got my knife in there, got a nice big bit on the end of my knife. Put that in my mouth only to realise that it was actually quite a strong heated mustard. So yeah, that 5 minutes of regret followed that action. But yeah, it wasn't too bad afterwards. I wasn't coughing all over the place or, you know, feeling sick or anything. I managed to hide my discomfort quite well, I think. But yeah, the food itself was absolutely fantastic. Tasted really, really nice. It was kind of served on like a kind of malt bread, if you like. Yeah, and it really, really tasty. The second course, of course, was the Rookburgh. It was the captain's version. It was a steak burger, basically. There was a fried egg on there. There was a little bit of salad underneath. You had like a pepperoni slice or something in the top of that sourdough bread, big chunky bread. And yeah, the steak was kind of cooked to perfection, really, really, really nice. The fries were really good, and you had a dip there as well. And then the third course was that apple pudding. There was almonds in there, there was cream, there was like a sultana sauce or cinnamon sauce, something like that. I don't know, it tasted very kind of cinnamony, sultana-y, I'm not quite sure. And it was like a warm bread pudding, and it was, yeah, really, really tasty as well. Drinks weren't provided for free, you had to pay for the drinks. I just went for a simple peach iced tea, which was nice and refreshing actually. Which brings me to the other thing, the drink service probably could have been quicker. It felt like in some cases I was actually waiting almost as long as the food, like for the drink. So that could probably have been sped up just a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, a really nice ambiance down there. Great lighting, soft audio in the background. You've got the kind of, you know, the ambiance coming through from the bar as well. Bar 1919 with the pool table and the darts and stuff. And the staff were really friendly, you know. It was a great experience, and again, all included in that cost minus your drinks, you know, the cost of this experience. And the best part is yet to come. Of course, it is now 9:30. What actually happens here is from 8:30 until midnight, they actually open up Rookburgh for you to explore. You can, of course, go to the top of this building here to get those views, but you can actually also take that right turn from the main entrance. You turn left to check in, right to actually get to the park, and you can actually go through there and into Rookburgh itself, basically. That is all lit up, and you can explore that up until midnight. So that's a really good thing to do if you want to take some photo opportunities, capture some photos from the top of this building or inside the park itself. The rest of the park obviously is off limits and blocked off, but you can explore Rookburgh between the hours of 8:30 until midnight. So let's go and take a look at that right now. And here we are then. Look at those views. The lighting is absolutely awesome, and what makes it, not sure if I'm going to catch it again here, but you've got Mystery Castle just over here, and there's a storm in the background. We've had a couple of flashes of lightning so far. The storm that was meant to hit this afternoon has kind of delayed itself into the evening. And every now and again there's a flash that just lights up Mystery Castle in front of this awesome site here of Rookburgh. Look at this lighting. Currently at the top of the Hotel Charles Lindbergh here. We'll step actually into the heart of Rookburgh in just a moment. Oh, this lighting is absolutely great. Such an amazing view from up here. I'm sure that it's probably not doing it justice on the GoPro. What a sight. Let's head into Rookburgh. I love these industrial sounds that happen inside this stairwell. Some people might find it quite creepy, but I think it really does add to the atmosphere. They really have thought of everything here. Let's go to floor 0, check in, and Rookburgh. Here we go. And out of these doors here then, which lead back to the hotel, down these stairs and into the heart of Rookburgh itself at night. Now I really don't think this is going to come across on the GoPro very well. It's not a camera that's known for doing all that well in low light conditions. However, I really hope you're getting just how absolutely incredible this is. And it's fantastic that they open this up for just this reason, from 8:30 till midnight. I'm surprised there's not more people here, to be perfectly honest. So many photo opportunities to be had here. The lighting looks incredible. You've got the smoke effects going on down here. F.L.Y just kind of eerily silent. Look at that. What an area. I mean, it's one thing to see this obviously in the middle of the day, but at night it just really kind of comes alive, which is ironic really, because it's actually so dead here. But yeah, look at this, look at these vents, glowing red with the steam coming out. It's just great. This kind of blue and purple lighting and stuff. Got the big blimp up here. And like I say, that audio's still playing. It's approaching 10 o'clock at night. Absolutely amazing. I love this. It really is such an atmosphere. And of course, these are the two tunnels that would actually take you back to the Berlin area of the park. This is kind of where the transition between Berlin and Rookburgh takes place. We've got all the theming in these tunnels. There's an incredible mural here. And again, very steampunk feel inside these tunnels as well. You've got the car here. It really is a great transition between the two areas. And of course, the gates down here at this time are obviously blocked. You can't get through into any other area of the park. They are solidly locked. Although, of course, you can, just if you're, you know, interested, look through the doors here. Can't really see very much. Got Lily's Cafe to the left there. The signs are all still lit up. But yeah, you can't get further into the park from here. It's all locked up until tomorrow morning. But yeah, there you go. That is Rookburgh at night. And like I say, I really hope that comes across on the GoPro, because it really is fantastic. Love this car. But that is going to be it until the morning then, where at 8 o'clock I will be heading down once again to the restaurant for my breakfast, which I will also report on in this vlog. So until tomorrow morning, from Rookburgh, that's a very good night. I'll see you in the morning. And good morning then from my Charles Lindbergh Aeronautical cabin. It's now 7:45 a.m. and I'm about to leave and have some breakfast. Had a nice shower in there this morning. Yeah, really nice piping hot water if you like that kind of thing. And the bed, in terms of the sleep, was really, really comfortable. Really quiet in here as well. Like I say, it's 7:45 a.m. so I'm up way before they've started testing on F.L.Y or anything like that, which kind of is a little bit of a shame. I kind of wanted to be woken up by that coaster testing. That would have been pretty cool. However, yeah, up nice and early for breakfast, which we're going to go and check out now. The only thing I would point out in terms of the sleep, though, are these things here. This kind of unit that comes out here. I've got my Coke on there, my phone and stuff on there last night. These are very easy to hit your elbow, knee, you know, leg, arm, maybe even head if you're really unlucky, because they come out quite a way over the bed. So just be a little bit careful on those, because they can get in the way sometimes. But otherwise, yeah, really, really nice, comfortable sleep. Just the right temperature in here, and yeah, couldn't have asked for better. So let's go down and grab some breakfast and see what they do. And you got your fruits over here. Love all this stuff. You got kind of chopped melon. You got your apples and oranges and grapefruits here. And you got your fruits over here. Love all this stuff. You got kind of chopped melon. You got your apples and oranges and grapefruits here. And then you've got breads, croissants, various toasts, got avocado there, butters, and of course your cereals as well, with your milk, and some yogurts on the end. And you've got all your cooked breakfast here then. You've got bacon, sausages, various cheeses and cold meats here as well. All looks really, really cool. And then just to the right of that, you've got all your juices. Apple and orange juice. Yeah, quite an impressive selection. And I've decided to go for a simple cooked breakfast today. Got a couple of sausage links in there, some bacon and some scrambled egg. Yeah, this looks nice. Let's tuck in. And also got myself a nice latte macchiato. Comes in this really cool glass. Look at that. Nice and frothy. And there we go then, that's going to pretty much wrap up my time here at the Charles Lindbergh Hotel. Again, back up here, looking over this incredible view. The audio's just started, testing of F.L.Y is about to begin. And yeah, in terms of the breakfast though, really, really good. Full buffet provided, lots of choice, lots of selection. The only thing I couldn't see was kind of any fish-based products, but otherwise everything else was there. Really, really tasty. Grabbed myself a banana on the way out as well. Yeah, really, really impressed with that. In terms of the overall experience here at Charles Lindbergh, I've got to say, absolutely 100% worth the money. It's been incredible. The views from this hotel, the comfort of the cabins, the theming of the cabins, the ease of check-in, the free parking, the Wi-Fi's been fantastic, friendly staff, and of course that quick entrance into the park. Absolutely amazing. The only thing to consider is, do you need 2 days at Phantasialand? The answer's no. It's a 69-acre park. You can do it in a day. However, it depends. You know, it depends if you want to take a more leisurely pace. Who you've got with you obviously counts as well. Or if you've done the park before or not. Obviously, if you've done it before and you're familiar, then of course you don't need 2 days. However, you could quite easily spread it over 2. However, when you stay on site at a park, you know that's the deal. You get 2 days at the park. It's just part of what you pay for. If you've not done the park though, absolutely 100%, this is an incredible experience. Like I say, 333 euros, today's exchange rate, that works out at about 295 pounds, and everything that you get included is just absolutely phenomenal. Really, really, really happy with this. But that's going to wrap up the vlog here from Charles Lindbergh. I hope if you are thinking of coming down here that you've got some information on, kind of what to expect and how to go about things from this vlog. Let me know in the comments. Are you thinking of coming here? Is it something you've got booked? Is it something that now you've seen this vlog, you think, you know what, yeah, I could go down there and give that a go? Yeah, let me know. It'd be really interesting to find out. I, for one, if I ever do come back and visit Phantasialand, which of course I will, I would love to stay here again purely for that view. I would like to check out the other hotels as well. There's 2 others here, Hotel Matamba and Lingbao. But this, for me, the steampunk feel, and yeah, like I say, you can't beat that view. It really is phenomenal. I love it so much. In terms of checkout though, it's a very easy process. You just drop your key in the box at the area where you check in, and then you head out to pick up your car. Checkout time goes up until 11 o'clock in the morning, so you've got plenty of time, and then just drop your key in the box, and then you can enter in for your second day at the park using that hotel entrance that I showed you yesterday. And yeah, that's it. That is it from here at Charles Lindbergh. In terms of the next vlog coming up, we will be at the F.L.Y in the Netherlands. Looking forward to that. Another 2-day park there, and we're staying on site there as well at the Hotel Bosrijk. But until then, I want to thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, let me know in the comments if you are thinking of coming to stay here. I would love to know. Until the F.L.Y though, as always, happy riding everybody. I'll see you in the Netherlands.